judging by the size of me. I don't really get drunk, but my goose up, I will not live in apology. Obviously, who's my Patron and you suck, gon' make way for a prodigy.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what.
Now from the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden Studios, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the 49ers of Orlando. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
15-yard line.
Ready! Go street! Hey, check that! On the ball! Ready!
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks very strong in that victory a week ago.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Trap 60!
Looking to throw. Tompkins. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving...
Walker hitting the ball is out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. To throw on second down is Smith. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Walker, and they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Walker once more. And once again, he's going to be pushed backwards. This time back to the 3. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. A tackle for loss there, 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game.
49ers nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
In motion right, Debo. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So that a very nice looking touchdown run.
And on his first carry of the game as well. And you remember, Brandon, we talked to him yesterday, and he thought he was going to have a big game. He thought everything aligned perfectly. He liked what the defense was presenting, and he really liked what he was getting from his blockers.
Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Hey,
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated at. There he goes, right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
Now Geno on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tompkins. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run on first down. It's Klein. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The Niners had 3 and 8 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Come on.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Dixie Maverick. Ready?
Off the play fake. Tompkins. And that's incomplete.
Then we start looking for big-time corners. We're going to start with athleticism, but without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Tompkins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Tompkins got his man complete over the middle. It's Willis. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch,
and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 20-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Ready.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. That is caught. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the 49ers have moved down in front.
So this, not a stat line that you'd expect to see. 2 touchdowns for him now in the ball game, both coming on the ground.
And while it may be unusual, it's obvious they found something that they like on offense that they can use against the defense, and I think they'll continue to go to it until they stop them.
Moody good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Smith. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Tompkins. Got a man. That's Ayuk. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they're right past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Check smash. Check smash.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Let's go now.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready?
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And quickly, they get to the line. Well, now they'll try the end around. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down.
Panther Street. Panther Street.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And across the track into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey as the first half is winding down. And the Niners would extend their lead here just before halftime. Moody good with the extra point, and a lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On second down, here's Smith. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
From the gun, here's Smith. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throwing interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 95 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Panther 60. Panther 60.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Go.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Niners have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
42. Seahawks 14.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11th.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
53.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now it's Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And they've got it just 2 yards away from the end zone. They'll have it first and goal here from the 2-yard line.
It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them.
And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. But just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Moody good with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Seahawks 14. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Hey, trio left.
Back to throw, Smith. And his throw is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Check 58.
Now Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
To throw on 2nd down, Tompkins. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. target. That's complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And across the track, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the 49ers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Seahawks 14. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Walker. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll try the air now with Smith. And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Now Geno. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Niners are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On first down, Klein.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Go, Reed. Go. Let go.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
McCaffrey following the penalty. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Looking to throw on second down. Tompkins complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, 35 yards. And the 49ers continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Moody good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle. And all deep in his own territory. Coughs up the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
127 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Right there. Ready.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Oh, how about this on first and goal? A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The Charles are still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And Jake Moody now on for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, You never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
11 yards for number 11. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Geno now to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. Wow, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest. And now here's another interception. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the final kickoff complete.